And a very good morning to you. This is the Talk of the Town. And our guest this morning is Dr. Harini Amarasuriya from a party called the NPP. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning, Faraz.
Now then, what's all this business? The latest poll says that this party, NPP, has got 41% of the voting intent at a general election. Goodness me, you've come a long, long way, isn't it?
Yes, we have, and it's a result of a lot of hard work.
Like what? What have you been doing?
Well, for the past 2 years, we've been working very hard at the grassroots level, organizing people, mobilizing people, educating people. And I think it's paying off, this work that we've been doing. And also, it is a result of the Aragalaya that took place last year, which manifested in a sort of a very anti-establishment mood in the country. And in many ways, we represent a political force that is challenging that anti-establishment. So people find that we align with the kinds of changes that they are hoping to bring about.
What about you? There was some holidays last week. Did you go on holiday? Did you take a break?
Well, I did stay home, which is unusual.
Okay, well, but did the phone keep going?
Yes.
Right, you didn't switch it off, no?
Can't switch it off.
Did you go glamping or camping?
Neither, I'm afraid.
Neither?
Neither.
Didn't go observing elephants?
Observing elephants?
Yes, or birds?
I have 2 elephants round the corner of my house. So
really?
I don't need to go anywhere too far to look at
Where?
elephants.
Somebody's got pets?
A temple close to where I live has 2 elephants.
Have they got licenses, I wonder?
I sincerely hope so.
Right. Will you be investigating them when you get into power?
Well,
Or have you got better things to do?
I think there would be different priorities given that we will be inheriting a broken economy and a shattered country. But yes, we will be looking at
Have you thought about this? You know this thing called IMF?
Yes, there is a thing called the IMF.
Right.
Yes.
They're giving us, not giving, we're borrowing 2.9
They're very important.
billion.
We're borrowing.
The only country probably in the world where we had a party to celebrate that. But shows the bankruptcy of some politicians. But you know what? Remember that little incident off our coast?
Yes.
Express Pearl. Potential claim $6.9 billion for a whole $4 billion.
Yes.
More than the money that we've borrowed.
Yes.
And apparently nothing's being done about it. What do you say about that?
Well, I think that is so reflective of what is wrong in this country, because we also have our Minister of Justice coming forward and saying that he has evidence or that he has information that someone in the government took a large amount of money to make that problem go away.
Right.
So why is the Minister of Justice coming to the media with this? The Minister of Justice should be investigating this. The Minister of Justice should be initiating inquiries into this, not coming and bleating to the public, right? So the fact that this is the way things happen in this country, this is a huge environmental disaster which has huge consequences, not just for the fishing communities, but for our entire coastal line. And this is something that we should have been pursuing with all our vigor to recover this, to get this compensation. And there's not a peep out of anyone in power about how we are going to set about doing that.
Today is the 21st, this morning. So today is the 4th anniversary of something called the Easter tragedy.
Yes.
Have you forgotten about that?
Not at all.
Right. Well, it appears that our investigative types, namely the police and so on, have quite clearly forgotten about it, because even though this cost the lives of 272 people and made life-changing lives to several others, maybe another 250 or so, over 500 people, including foreigners who lost their lives here whilst they were doing nothing other than holidaying in this country. And I think one Treasury official who was staying probably on work. But nothing has been done. The Cardinal isn't merely bleating. He's going completely, he's totally agitated about this, and quite rightly so. What do you have to say about these?
I mean, that is a tragedy of immense proportions, right? Because especially that this government or the Rajapaksa regime was returned to power. Gotabaya Rajapaksa came to power on a promise to deliver justice to the victims of the Easter attack.
But
and
he's
nothing has happened.
But he's the same former president who called the cardinal, apparently, and said, well, I can't release this document because it's, because what? Why? He wasn't taking action. It was going to be the